Thanks for joining us. Well, the ratings in reality TV have really heated up this week. And joining me is our expert, Boaty McBoatyface, as voted in our viewers' poll. Boaty.
Well, great to hear about my new name. For the past 6 to 12 months, the US primaries have been outstanding, trumping Australian politics at the ratings.
Australian politics has been struggling against a strong headwind of backflips and blandness. It seems to have lost some of its earlier shine, even if it was only car crash appeal. You don't want to look, but you can't look away. And I'm not just referring to Tony Abbott in his Speedos.
But this week, Australian politics has pulled ahead of the primaries, even when they pulled out the big guns with cameo appearances by Hitler and the Oompa Loompas.
See, one of the problems facing the primaries seems to be too many similar products in the market. The primaries are being pitted head to head with season 4 of House of Cards. And as both teams uncannily appear to be following exactly the same script. But as we all know, reality TV isn't scripted.
But that's right. The Democrat leader, Frank Underwood, seems to be trying to shirt-front Donald and who can be the most fascist, while the other Democrat, Hillary, seems to be resting on her Lewinsky and looking for the sympathy vote.
Exactly. Well, back in Australia, the producers have chosen to go retro, taking us back to 1975, when his namesake was Prime Minister. And men wore open-neck flies, introducing legislation that will inevitably result in a double disillusion. Although many commentators will argue it's actually a quadruple disillusionment. Gillard, Rudd, Abbott, and now Turnbull.
And although this is reality TV, Tony Abbott is demanding writer's credit. Although there seems to be some possibility of some plagiarism going on with some thinly veiled disguises. Stop the boats, build a wall. Muslims must reform Islam, ban all Muslims. And of course, captain's call, and you're fired.
In other reality news, there's rumours that Scotty Cam from Channel 9 will be moving to the US to host a new program called Right Wing Rumble and The Cock.
And Turnbull and Shorten both seem to be vying subliminally for the gold Logie this year.
Sorry, in late breaking news, it appears that the US primaries are fighting back and the Trump star is promising an aqua component to the show.
Well, this explains Barack's trip to Cuba earlier in the week after 55 years. He's carrying out a recce. Guantanamo Bay, it's world famous for its waterboarding.
Remember, voting opens on the 2nd July, and as they say in Auburn Council, vote early, vote often, vote for us, or we'll kidnap your kids.